Hey guys, Prep Rebel here. First off, today is the 10th of October. For some of you in the United States, it's Columbus Day. For those of us in Canada at this point in time, it's Thanksgiving Day. So, Thanksgiving. Let's talk about that. Up in Canada here, it's more about the harvest. Down south, Thanksgiving is another month or so away, and that's about arriving in the United States, or what would soon be the United States. It is what it is. We all have the same background, inalienable rights, whatever you want to call them, and we also have a lot of the same feelings towards what the government's doing and what the so-called politicians, and I'm going to say that in a whisper because too many people like to listen in and just toss in their BS. Let's put it that way. That's the easiest way to do it. You know, what can you do? What can you do? And this is the point of my whole video on this one tonight. So before I get into that, what I want to say is tomorrow I will be hopefully putting out my video on the Honda 2000 generator, if everything goes right. I've been through, 5 or 6 different edits now to try and get it right. And, hey, you know, this is a big learning curve. This is a huge learning curve for me. I'm not used to being on video. I hate being on video. Well, I always did hate it. Maybe not so much now, but that's because I'm trying to pass on information. And the information should always be positive. You should always try and pass on your good knowledge to people and not all of this BS fear porn crap that I see on a whole lot of channels. Lord dying. There's way too much bloody fear porn out there. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there in our world, North America, United States, Canada, Europe, South America, wherever, the Middle East, the Far East, who cares? There are a lot of people that just do not want to listen or pay attention to what's going on in the world. They all figure everything's going to be safe. And tomorrow I'm going to wake up and everything will be just a brand new day. Well, sure, it's going to be a brand new day, but the political crap and all of the other stuff that's going on is not changing. It's not changing one little bit. This is what we need to be concerned with. And we need to do our research for ourselves, not for each other, but for ourselves, to make sure that we, as people, have all the correct information. Not what the politicians are telling us, not what all of these fear-mongers are telling us. You know, I mean, really, come on. There are so many things out here in this world that are going on. I mean, I could list, 70 or 80 different things that have gone on in the last year that we just don't get. And we're definitely not getting them from the mainstream media. You know, Canada's bad enough with the Canadian broadcasting system. Oh, by the way, there you go. Firearm rights are human rights. So there you go, Mr. Trudeau. You and your cronies in Ottawa can take that and shove it up your wazoo. I don't care. This channel's not monetized right now, and I don't give a crap. I'm going to speak my mind. Down in the United States, it's a whole different ball of wax. But the thing is, the governments in both the United States and Canada are still trying to do the same thing. They're trying to keep us sick and in fear so that they can give us nothing and take control of everything. And that is a big issue. That is a huge issue. You know, all this COVID crap, all this other BS that's going on. And now they're saying, oh, the next big pandemic or the next big health problem is going to be right around the corner lurking at you. It's going to come at you around Halloween or whenever the hell they decide they're going to try and spring it on us. We do not have to comply. We do not have to listen to this. We do not have to accept their narrative. What we need to do is stick together as human beings. And we need to tell these people, I'm sorry, but you're wrong, and we're not going to take it. We are not going to take it anymore. Sounds like a song we've heard. What was that? We're not going to take it? How about that? I'm definitely not going to take it. And if they're coming after me, bring it on, because I don't give a shit about what they're going to say or do. They're going to have to deal with me as a person. Not as some entity from Cucamonga or wherever the heck they think I'm from. They're going to have to deal with me as a person, as a human being. And they're going to have to live with the consequences. Who knows what those consequences will be? The problem with it is that they think they're right. And they think they're above us. But they're not. So you know what? As the human race, we need to open our eyes and tell these people, you're wrong, you're gone, we're not listening to you, stick it up your wazoo. Or go pound sand, or whatever phrase you want to use. I'm sick and tired of this government telling us that we have to do this, we have to do that. I'm sick and tired of governments in the world saying to their populations, you have to do this, you have to do that. No, we don't. No, we don't. What we need to do is stick together and tell these people we're in charge, not you. Think about it. Do the research. Dig deep. Because if you don't dig deep and you just listen to what the mainstream media says, and I'll be honest, the mainstream media doesn't tell us jack shit about anything except for what they're told or paid by their puppeteers to tell us. And that is wrong. That is completely and totally wrong. So I'm sorry, but the government can go pound sand. They're not my boss. I don't have a boss anymore. I retired a long time ago. I don't need this crap from anybody. And I'm not going to put up with it. And neither should you. We all have our own rights. We all have our own freedoms. We need to stick to those. And we need to tell these government cronies that they don't count. Sure, we put them in power, but we put them in power so that they could work for us. We don't ever work for them. It's a sad state of affairs, folks. It really is. And if you really stop and dig down and think about it. Even you woke people out there, you need to think about this stuff. Wake up. Don't be woke and go broke. Wake up and see exactly what's going on. Don't be a friggin' battery for the Matrix, if that's what you want to term it as. Yeah, I talk with my hands a lot, but who cares? You know, nobody wants to see what I've seen. Nobody wants to be where I've been. But I have a lot of knowledge that I can pass on that is positive. And that's what I want to do with this channel. That's what I want to give to you folks. The options and the abilities to be able to thrive. Not just survive, but thrive. And I'm going to borrow a comment or two that I heard from Dave Canterbury. And I love his channel. I love Dave Canterbury. I love Corporal's Corner. I love Blackhead Bushcraft, all those guys. But you have to put in the dirt time. And if you don't understand what I mean about that, you have to do what's necessary to get your skills up. Okay? So if it means that you need to learn how to light a fire, then start small and learn how to build a fire and light it properly and then build it up so that you can A, cook with it, B, heat yourself or heat your family with it, and C, give yourself some light. And light is what we all need. We all need to be enlightened. Not by what the media is pushing, not by what the governments are pushing. We all need the light to see through the clouds that they're pushing on us. It's important, ladies and gentlemen, it really is. And thank you to Alaska Prepper for that little saying, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to steal that because that's his thunder. I'm not going to do that. But you all are in your own way, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening. Prep Rebel out.